global scale. Nuna could taste its own signature manner of cooking and serving meat dishes. This is what the virtuoso chef is famous for today. Rashid was born into a large minor family in Turkish city of Erzurum. Due to material difficulties when a 60th-grade student, the boy was forced to leave school and start working in order to somehow help the family. Kokti has a job as a butcher assistant in a local shop, worked 18, 20 hours a day without rest and gave all the money to the father until the last courage. So the turning point in Nusrat's career was opening a restaurant butcher shop steakhouse in the neighborhood in 2007. It was a completely new concept that inspired the young chef. Having received the payment and talking with him a small saving, not knowing foreign languages, Nukti went abroad to improve the art of cooking, which was already at high level. First, two guys visited Argentina. At first, similar client helped him with the translation and learning everything else by doing. He visited various restaurants, butcher shops, and farms. After 3 months of the college journey, the Turk returned home where he began to apply new skills. The chicken, the structure and taste of the dishes changed beyond recognition. Cookche instructed new recipes that were borrowed from him by other cooks through local mentors started talking about him. He dreamed of visiting America, but he was denied a visa four times. Cook did not have not funds in his account and did not have an property behind him. But Mr. did not despair and achieve his goal. He brought newspapers and magazines to the consultant with articles about him. To work as the Turk was given in American visa for 3 months. The ambitious chef worked illegally and for the free at four of New York finest restaurants. Moreover, his author menu was published in one of the most popular newspapers in the metropolis. Upon returning to his homeland, Richie, together with his old friends, opened his own steakhouse. A friend prepared a metal base, administrator took care of the rest. All expenses paid off in 6 months. By the way, the name was also invented by the chef. On a piece of paper, he wrote his name and separated a particle N. Translated from Turkish, it made has as a name Nusret. The establishment quickly gained popularity. Some lovers of branded steak.
The dropshipping world is often considered as the easiest way to sell product online. The biggest difference between dropshipping and the standard retail model is that in dropshipping, the seller does not keep their own inventory. Instead, the seller buys inventory as needed from a third party, usually dropshipping to wholesalers or manufacturers to fulfill orders. Finding dropshipping supplier and several different strategies may for you, and some are more effective than others. The following are the methods based in order of effectiveness and prevalence. As my favorite methods are listed. First is contact the manufacturer. This is my favorite way to weigh legitimate wholesale suppliers easily. If you know the item you want to sell, contact the manufacturer and ask for a list of their wholesale distributors. You can then contact these wholesalers to see if they fall on the ship and ask to create an account. Since most wholesalers carry products from different manufacturers, this strategy will allow you to quickly select a set of product and the niche you are exploring. With a couple of calls to the top manufacturers and niche, you can quickly identify the top wholesalers is right at that market. So dropshipping pros and cons is using a certified dropshipping wholesalers in an inexpensive solution for people who work from home, don't have the money to inventory, and want to sell item online. Dropshipping does work and it works really well, but there are a few things you need to be careful about. First, you can't just sell any product you want to expect to be able to complete with the features. When you release a product to buy and sell one thing at a time. This means your wholesale price is for one product when you ship it. Wholesalers always give discounts to retailers when they buy in bulk. This means that your wholesale price for a single product package item may be higher than a competitor who buy in bulk from a wholesaler, which means that they may be selling that product much cheaper than you can, and in some cases even cheaper than your wholesale cost. So how does dropshipping work? It is you should be able to select the right product to sell and the right types of dropshipping product. You cannot assume that you should start selling that product right away just because you think the product is a good idea to sell. You have to find products that you can order to that complete in a current online marketplace. Doing a little market research before starting the selling process is critical to becoming a successful dropshipper. Shopify dropshipper. This process of dropshipping you don't need to buy or store inventory. Very low startup cost. Easily and or modified product offers. Cost of dropshippers. Not all wholesalers offer dropshipping. Wholesale price is based on one product only. It takes time to research to select the right product to sell. Finding good dropshippers, it is difficult to find certified dropshipping companies. It is nearly impossible to sort the internet for dropshippers without bumping into hundreds of scammers and resellers. One of the results you find online are companies claiming to buy dropshipping first, but they are no haircuts to quality and pricing you get from working with genuine dropshipper. It is very important to be patient when looking for a company with a failing shape. Certified dropshippers do not charge setup fees or monthly fees. So if you search for a company that claims to be a dropshipper or has dropshipping websites and they ask for setup fees, monthly or early fees, this is the immediate red signal. Dropshipping can be confusing, especially when dealing with scammers. So here is a list of 10 tips for finding a wholesale distributor. Number one, understand the distribution channels of your industry. There are many ways a product can go from manufacturer to retailer. Not all wholesalers serve the same market. Understanding your industry distribution channels and knowing where you fit into the supply chain will help you find the right wholesale supplier for your retail or online business. Different types of wholesalers include manufacturer. Some product can be purchased directly from the manufacturer. This is basically what a boutique does based from small, sometimes one-person manufacturers. Importer, exclusive distributor. In some industries, a company may have exclusive rights to import and distribute a product in a particular country. Some may sell directly to retailers, but more often they create or sell to small local wholesalers. Wholesalers, regional distributor, they are usually regional dropshipping wholesalers taking delivery of wagon-sided lots, picking them and selling truck crates to local wholesalers. Jobbers, wagon delivery guys, this the twins deliver goods to local grocery stores and regular retail stores every day. Its product industry has its own unique distribution channels. Some retailers will move enough volume to bypass sellers, or maybe in a smaller industry, importers sell directly to retailers. When you first start out, you will be buying from smaller wholesalers at higher prices. As your volume increases, you may be able to get better prices and on more up supply later to a larger wholesaler. Second, try the manufacturer. You cheaper.